Hey, come closer for a moment. I want to talk to you about the King 95, because the first time you sit in front of it, you feel this shift, like your setup finally stepped into the level your instincts have been pushing you toward for years. This is for the person who refuses to be held back by outdated hardware anymore. Someone who understands performance on a deeper level, not just frames or specs, but the feeling of absolute control, the feeling of a system that keeps up with your mind instead of slowing you down. Before we get too far, check the current price and stock. High-end rigs with components tuned like this move unpredictably. You know that moment when your old system finally pushed you over the edge. Maybe it stuttered in a fight you should have won. Maybe your recordings fell apart mid-session. Maybe your whole flow broke because your CPU just couldn't keep up. Walking away from that limitation is a real emotional release, like stepping out of a bottleneck you didn't realize was tightening around you. With the King 95, that pressure disappears immediately. From the first power on, everything feels sharper, cleaner, faster. You launch into a game and the world loads like it's been waiting for you. Movements lock in. Inputs feel precise. And the system stays calm under heavy load in a way that makes you trust it instantly. When you're multitasking, Discord open, browser full of tabs, streaming tools running, music playing, the machine just absorbs it all without flinching. Picture a late-night gaming session with your headset on, the room dim, and the ARGB glow casting a quiet pulse across your desk. Every scene feels richer. Or imagine editing a long timeline full of transitions and effects, and everything stays smooth without that sluggish drag your old setup forced you to endure. Or maybe you're the type who switches between play and productivity all day long. This rig handles those transitions like nothing. If you're sitting on the decision, don't wait too long. Price jumps hit performance rigs like this without warning, and stock swings are a real thing. And if a part of you wonders whether this is too much, that doubt evaporates fast. The surprise benefit isn't the obvious power, it's the consistency. The control. The way everything stays steady when you push it into the deep end. Once you feel that level of stability, you can't go back to lesser hardware without feeling the loss. Then it hits, that ownership pride. You look at your desk and think, yeah, this fits me. It feels like the setup of someone who's done with compromises, someone who expects more from their gear, someone who finally has a rig aligned with their potential. Pros: you feel cleaner reactions, quicker launches, stronger multitasking freedom, deeper immersion, and a performance curve that never fights back. Cons: the cooling system makes the chassis slightly larger, and the RGB presence may feel bold if you prefer minimal setups. At some point, you stop comparing 20 different builds and admit this is the one your mind keeps circling back to. The one that actually fits the future you're building toward. If the King 95 feels like the step forward you've been delaying, check the link, see the current price, and take the leap before this becomes the upgrade you wish you made sooner.